This lesson is a turning point in all the lessons of A Course in Miracles because it speaks to an intention, but not just any intention, an overarching intention to seek to call upon the name of God. The first thing you'll realize about this lesson, which is a little frustrating, is the name is not given. Or is it? It's an interesting way that it starts, the lesson. It states, I call upon God's name and my own. That's the name of the lesson. To call upon his name is but to call upon your own. So the first thing you think about is, well, what's it saying here? That God's name is Dennis? It's actually saying something deeper. There's a naked intent to call upon the name of the Lord without using words. A Course in Miracles calls words a symbol twice removed from reality. You have reality as it truly is. You have our interpretation of reality as we see it or as we think it, which is once removed from reality. And then you have the words that we use to conceptualize our interpretation, twice removed from reality. So it's not seeking for you to somehow gain a literal word to call upon the name of the Lord or call upon the name of God. It reminds me of the book which is called The Cloud of Unknowing. And it was written by an anonymous writer in the 14th century. They believe it was a desert father, a monk in the 14th century that was steeped into Christian mysticism. Wrote a book called The Cloud of Unknowing. And there is a meditative practice in this book. It's a beautiful practice of seeking the naked intent to become aware of God's presence. Now, you may choose a word such as presence, peace, love. The lesson itself in the book, A Cloud of Unknowing, or the meditation practice, states to find a monosyllabic word. So just like in other meditations, you might seek to come in contact with the center or to repeat a mantra. This practice says to every time you find yourself getting caught up in thoughts and you recognize and become aware that that is what is happening in the moment, that you come back to that sacred word. So this is a little bit close to that. You come back to the naked intention to become aware of God. And the way it also puts it in this lesson, again, pretty incredible. And then God's name, that naked intent, becomes our only thought, our only word, the only thing that occupies our minds, the only wish we have, the only sound with any meaning, and the only name of everything that we desire to see, of everything that we would call our own. And yet there's a relationship between this naked intent and calling upon our own name. Because the recognition that we are not separate from this intention, the awareness of God's presence or the presence of Source in your life is inextricably tied to the awareness of your highest self, of your truest self. And all things fall away. All other things fall away. So calling upon the name of God is not meant to be taken literally as in choosing a word, although you can, because you are not seeking to be removed from reality, whether it's once or twice removed. You're not seeking to be removed at all. You see no separation between the intention to fulfill your will and God's will, because there is no separation between the two. The only thing that separates it is a belief that there is somehow a difference between your will and God's. And that's the thought, that's the dream. We dream a world in which we can somehow be contradicting to the will of God. That's our choice to see a world that somehow says, my will be done and not thine. So that is lesson 183, reminding yourself as often as possible throughout the day, I call upon God's name and on my own. If that is what you seek more than anything, seek first the kingdom of God within, and all things will be added unto you. So don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. If there is an actual word that does not hold so much intellectual conceptualization in your mind, but somehow fulfills this, I don't need to know what this word means, but this word fills me with existence, fills me with full awareness of my divinity, then call upon that word. And if there isn't, just have an intention to connect with that presence, with that awareness, and let go of all symbols. We'll see you tomorrow for lesson 184. Thank you.